Sleeping Beauty. I met her at school when we were 12. She was brilliant. I was an average student. She was always among the toppers. I always had a crush on her. I asked her out many times and she always rejected me. She said she didn't want anything as her focus was to become a doctor of medicine. Fast forward few years, we had lost touch and I accidentally bumped into her. We both smiled and chatted for some time. Then one day out of the blue she messaged me. She was completing her medicine degree and invited me to a party she was hosting. I went and had fun and importantly caught up with her. Something was brewing between us. I asked her out and she said yes. She finished her residenship as I worked as a writer and a part-time courier. Being brilliant, she was admitted to the psychiatry specialty. I supported her and we had a very good relationship. There were some cracks but we were together for 3+ years. I proposed as she was near the end of her MD program. She said yes and we settled into our marriage. She was earning a lot as most of my scripts got rejected. Some of them got bought and rewritten and refactored with no due credit to me but some measly dollars for them. She practiced for 2 years and one day she said that she was going back to college. I asked why. She said she could not bear hearing the suffering of her patients and it depressed her very much. Quickly she got into the anesthesia program and years went by quickly as I struggled to write anything of own. I had now resorted to even playing as an extra in some Netflix series. It brought me some money. She had saved enough to live for us comfortably. As soon as she passed out, she got a job at the most prestigious hospital where she excelled in putting patients to sleep and getting them back after the surgery or procedures. She had a friend. He was very funny, smart. I was jealous of him as he always made her laugh. A year passed by and she uttered the dreaded D word. I was aghast, caught blindsided by this. I rejected the idea. She kept on insisting and I kept rejecting it. She said she had fallen for her colleague who was very smart. I emotionally blackmailed her and kept rejecting her idea. Then one day I went to sleep and suddenly I woke up with myself sitting beside me. She was sitting beside me too. I could see her and me and then I realized what it was, a near-death experience. She was a genius. She had drugged me with the perfect dose. And then she began talking loudly, addressing me. She said, I know you are out there watching me and you. Now this is what I can do anytime I want. No one will know anything. So did you want to sign up the divorce papers or not? When you wake up, think carefully. And that was it. I woke up feeling groggy. She was there with some tea and a sarcastic smile. I knew what I had to do. In a few days I signed the divorce papers. That was the end of an era for me at least. 2 years later I heard that her new husband had died in sleep. A thought did pass through my mind. Should I call her? But then I remembered what she was. The Sleeping Beauty.